All right. Hi there. This is Shauna Fisher here. I hope that the broadcast is working. This is my first time on StreamYard, so I am not sure how it works, but I'm just going to go with it. So I think that what you have to do is you have to click to give permission to StreamYard to leave a comment. I think that's how you have to do it. I'm not sure, and hopefully I can see the comments here. Like I said, this is my first time doing it with StreamYard, so super excited. So hopefully it works. So I don't know if I see that I have 4 people live on here. It doesn't show me who you are, so I think if you have to grant access to StreamYard, but if you post a comment, that would be super amazing, because then I could see if it's working. And if I look down, that means I'm looking at my phone to see if it's working. So anyway, so I am here tonight to offer free animal communication readings. So if you have a question that you have for your pet, or just even any general animal communication question, feel free to post a comment. And like I said, I don't know how the comments work in StreamYard, so hopefully it's working. I'm going to check my phone right here and see. Okay, cool. So I can see people can see me, but I don't know how people leave comments in StreamYard. I'm still learning how it works, so it's fun. So yay. So I see Lisa and Brandy. Hey, yay. So I could see that on my phone, so that's good. So yeah, so it's a work in progress. I'm just trying something new, because the cool thing is that I can broadcast on my Facebook business page. I can broadcast on YouTube and on my my personal page. So yeah, so if you have an animal communication question, I would love to tune into your pet here, and I can see that I do have some comments on here, so that's cool. I'll have to learn how this all works with StreamYard, right? It's like, how does it all work? So anyway, so if you have a question, feel free to type in the comments. And if I'm multitasking, that means I'm looking on my phone too. Oops. So, okay, sorry here. Okay, sorry. So I'm going to double check with my phone too, and I had to turn down the volume. See, it's like a work in progress to see how it all works. But I love the fact with StreamYard is you can go in multiple locations, and I see 6 people on here. I don't see who you are or anything like that. So yeah, so if you have a question, I'm just going to talk some general animal communication stuff right now, just because I don't see any comments yet. So that's what I'm going to do. So one thing that really that came to me, there's been a couple of things that came to me recently. One, I can't remember what it is, but the one is, our animals pick up on all the vibrations and everything that we send out, right? They pick up on everything like that, right? They pick up on all of that. So I'll use an example with Nugget and Cool-Up, right? So it's been really, really cold where I'm at, 40 degrees, right? So when I go out to walk them to do their business, it's been really, really cold outside, right? So and I've been like, oh my gosh, are they done yet? I want to go back inside, right? I don't want to be out there necessarily for a long walk, especially, toward the end of the night. And it's really interesting, because every time I have that thought in my head, I'm like, okay, hurry up, get with it, come on. You don't have to sniff every single blade of grass, right? Which it seems like that's what they like to do at that time, right? Because every blade of grass must smell different, right? So that's when they seem to, take a longer time, right? And when I let go of that, when I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna oh, somebody said can't find anything to connect to StreamYard. See Facebook comments. Okay, thank you for that messenger. So I'll do that. I'll have to figure out how to get the comments to connect. So but anyway, so Or yeah, so they have to sniff like every blade of grass, right? And it's like, oh my gosh, come on, I want to go inside, I'm cold. And so the more I like hold on to that energy of like, oh my gosh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, the longer it takes them. And then when I kind of lessen that tension, so to speak, then they end up, going a little bit faster. So, because they pick up on all that and it's like, hey, I can't, they're like, I can't pee or poop under pressure. They're like, come on, Shauna. So anyway, so that can be just a fun little thing that you can try with your pets if you notice that you're kind of like feeling frustrated or you're in a hurry or something to, get to work or, to an appointment or anything like that. Just kind of maybe release that, tension on the leash and then that energy behind it, and then maybe they might speed up a little bit, right? So that's just kind of like my little kind of tip of the week here. And excuse me while I look down, I'm going to look down to see if I see any other comments. I'm trying to check my Facebook. I see that I have people here, which is exciting. So yeah, so if you have I'm going to just try to go to my business page and see if I see anybody there that is posting a comment, because I know I can check on there. At least I hope I can. I just and now I see myself listening to my to my video on there. So I'm still trying to figure out how this all works. So if you have something that you would like me to tune in for your pet, if you want to know, what's my pet's favorite color, what's their favorite toy, or why are they doing this, or like, I feel like there's something going on with this, tune more into that. I would be more than happy to do that. And if you don't do that in this live stream, then you can go ahead and you can post a comment after this, and then I can I'll tune into it for you. I would love to be able to do that. So just post a comment if you're listening on my YouTube or on my Facebook business page or on my personal page. Just go ahead and post a comment. And right here, I don't see any comments. I'm going to see if I can multitask here and see. Oh, yay, I see somebody made a comment. Yay, thank you, Tara. Oh, nope, that was on something else. So there it goes. I'm still learning how this works. So anyway, oh, cool. I can see some questions now. I'm so excited. Woo-hoo. So anyway, so yes, so I have a question here from and thanks for your patience with me. I appreciate it as I'm like kind of learning how this all works here. So I have a question from Patty. Can you ask if my new horse is happy? So the answer to that what I pick up on is your horse is like, yippee, 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 and your horse is kind of like spinning around. Your horse wants you to kind of walk them around a little more. I see like this kind of like rope lead where you're kind of walking your horse around more, and that your horse wants to be the one that is in the lead and in charge, and that your horse likes to walk around in a circle to the left is what I'm picking up on. So your horse says, walk me around more to the left more. And then when I want to turn to the right, I'll go to the right. So that's what the thing I pick up on from your horse. And I pick up on that. Yes, yes, yes. Your horse is absolutely happy. So yes, yes, yes. And I'm so glad I can see your posts now in here. I just check on my phone. So I'm going to have to get some, tech help to see how I can figure out how to be able to see it with StreamYard. So hopefully you heard that, Patty, and thank you. I'm glad you could I can see the comments now. So yay! And then let's see. And then Lisa says, I can't find Max. He hasn't come out of hiding in about 5 days. Where is he? So what I pick up on from Max is he's like been hiding under like a chair, is like not like some sort of like recliner or chair that you sit in your living room, that Max has been sitting under that chair, that Max has kind of like been hiding and burrowing under like the couch or the chair is what I pick up, like a couch. Oh, yay. Hi, Dodie. I can see a comment in StreamYard here. Yay. Woo woo. So anyway, so yeah, so he's just like hiding under something because he's trying to like keep his warmth. So hopefully that helps. And maybe like open up a can of food and just imagine that he comes out. Just say, okay, like here's Max. I see Max. Max is coming out. And just imagine that, because he says he likes to, he's feeling like the safety and the warmth under like this thing. It's like in the living room, like underneath stuff that he can go under, that he's kind of been that he's been hiding under. So that's what he's been doing. So yes. So okay, and I can see the comments. And hi Tracy and Patty and Lisa and Brandy and yeah, hopefully I didn't miss anybody. And Dodie, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you guys are here. It's fun to use this StreamYard thing. It's kind of cool, so I like it. So, and then I have another question I have from Brandy here. I'm open to any message from my pack, my 3 German Shepherds, Duke, Daisy, and then Annie, who passed. So, so I get from your what I want to call your little trio, Duke, Daisy, and Dax, is that like they like want more playtime. They want to like throw things more. And it's funny because I'm drawn to look at the StreamYard duck here. Like they want to play like fetch with a duck thing, or they like want to go and like chase some birds. Like all 3 of them, they're like, run, run, run. We can't run fast enough. We want to run, 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 run. We like running, running, running. That's what we want to do. Run, 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 run. It's fun. They're just like run, 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 run. And then the message I get from your Annie that passed, she just like sends you so much love. And she showed me like a flower that's like opening up, like a daisy flower. And she's like your beautiful fountain of flowers is what she shows me, that she sends you like flowers, and that she gives you it's gonna sound like a weird analogy, but I'm just gonna say what it is I pick up on is she's your water to your breath, and to your heart is she like gives you water, like you give a flower water. Like she sends flowers, that like breath of her love is always there with you, and it's still with you, and that she sends you like flowers, like that she still blooms with you and for you, and is blooming with you. And she's like your keeper of blooming. And she's showing me like daisies. She like sends you like yellow and white daisies is what I see from her, like yellow and white daisies, and like things with like the color yellow, like little yellow flowers is what I see from her. Is I see like little yellow and white flowers, and sending so much love with her passing. I know that's always such a hard thing, right? Because they're such a part of our lives. So and then Patty has a question here. Does the new horse like his name Frosty or Dutton for his name? It was Frosty. So so Frosty says, oh my gosh, that is not my name. Hallelujah for you picking Dutton. That Dutton is way better, that it's more like dignified, and Dutton says that I'm very dignified, and how could my name be like Frosty? Like I'm like a horse that has much stature and like much vigor and presence. That's me. So Dutton like suits me more, and I'm like a simple, not complex horse. So like Dutton is just like, it's simple and it rings off the tongue, and it's just a great it's a great name. So Dutton suits my soul is what I pick up on. And oh, you're welcome, Brandy. Much love to you. And then I see another comment in here as well from Carrie. It says, and hi Carrie, it says suggestions on the best diet for my kitty. She gets a raw food diet, but my food supplier closed and I don't know the best place to go. She is digging the canned food and not interested in her raw now. Go figure. Should I learn to make raw? Doesn't that excite me? Oh my goodness, I hear that, because I used to give my yellow lab raw food, and I used to hate to like, you know, cut it up and just like it was not my thing. I'm not like a big meat eater, to each their own, but it just like was always like, oh gosh, it was just like, oh, I hated it, but she loved it, and it helped her so much to have that raw food. So I get the thing what I pick up on from your kitty cat is that your kitty cat like the raw, but that like I feel like your kitty would like you to cook it more because your kitty likes like the freshness and the juiciness that is coming from the canned food because it's more juicy and there's more like gravy to it and there's more juiciness. So your kitty's like, I like that juiciness. It's tasty. So I feel like I get an image of like somebody like cooking ground beef, and you know how there's like the grease from all the juices and all that. Like your cat wants more like gravy like and more juiciness. So if you bring in more of that juiciness, your kitty cat will be helpful with that. So yeah, I know it's not exciting to incorporate the raw, but yeah, you're like there's some like freshness and more juiciness that your kitty is wanting. So there is that. And excuse me as I kind of look down. Oh yes, and that's a great point. Brandy just mentioned that raw patties are awesome, that there's no mess, that Chewy makes them. So yeah, so that might be something to check into and then maybe you could add some gravy or a little bit of juiciness. So that's a great suggestion. Thank you, Brandy. I love that. Yay. So yay, this is like so much fun. I love this. I can't see who's all on here, but it's really fun to be able to have the interaction and be able to stream in the multiple places. It's fun. Woohoo. So anyway, so yes. Oh, you're welcome, Carrie. It's my pleasure. And then Dodie here says, I named my Scottish Fold Amelia. She seems happy with that. Yes, and she loves that because she says, I'm like a little princess and a little beauty, and Amelia just suits me perfectly because that's me. I'm a little like beauty, and it's interesting because your cat's having me go like this, like, yes, look at me. I just like melt in the palm of your hands, and I make you melt with the way I look at you, and you love that. So yes. And then Dodie says that she's been dealing with a bladder infection. And I know, I don't know where it's coming from or why she has it. Is there any thoughts on that? So I feel like that she needs, it's interesting because sometimes with things, there could be like a theme of what's going on. So I feel like it's something your cat needs some, more kind of like moisture in her diet, and it's like something like related to the food, and then there's like some stress that's going on, and it might be something with like the litter too. So maybe do some changes with like maybe having like a high litter box option and then having like a litter box that's a little bit lower. That's what I feel like would be helpful for your kitty. And I'm sending lots of healing vibes her way, and I feel like part of it is like a little bit like stress related as well. So there's been some things that have been going on that have caused her a little bit of stress. I feel like that's part of it as well. And then, oh yeah, and that's a good suggestion. I've heard good things about that Primal makes some great raw food. There's so many great options out there of different things like that, which is so fantastic. And I just saw another comment on here. I'm like, where did it go? Patty says that Dutton is a Mustang. Oh, well, nice. But he also has a ranch brand. Any info on his class? Plus, he is very itchy. And any thoughts on that? He says that it's funny because he talks about his life before and the ranch that he was on. He's like, those ranchers didn't know what to do with me. They couldn't handle me. He says they didn't know what to do with me. And he says that he's itchy because he says he likes to itch like a cat. He's showing me like rubbing up against like some fencing, and he says, oh, that feels so good. And I just like to itch. And he shows me that it's just like his nature because he just likes to scratch, you know how like a cat rubs up against things. And he says that he wants you to get him like a little this is so funny. He wants you to get him like a little back scratcher or like a little kind of like a plastic a plastic rake where, hi Janice too, yeah, hi. And he wants you to like kind of rake him, like kind of like a or like a back scratcher, get him some sort of scratcher that you can scratch his sides and the top of his back and his chest right here, because he's like, oh, I like to scratch, and that's what I like to do, and it's a fun thing. So he says, I like to do that. He says, I like to do that. So yeah, so hopefully that helps. And he sounds beautiful. Oh, I just love horses. They're so, I mean, I love all animals, obviously, right? But horses are just so cool. So anyway, and then Dodie says, yes, she is a princess in a new litter box. Yes. So there you go. Yes. And then the other cat can be kind of a little bit of a pain to her, which sometimes, that can happen. And then that she's going to start to give some raw food. So yes, I think there's so many great benefits to raw food. I know there's like some, controversy over that of like, oh, like raw food, like that's, should I do that? Should I not? But if you look at animals in the wild and how they were like in the wild, right? They have like, what do they eat? And like, what do wild animals eat? Like sometimes they eat like stuff that is like raw, right? So I think like raw food can be good for them. Maybe some pets it's not, maybe they don't like it as well, but I definitely think it's a great option. And when I had, my Luna, when I incorporated some raw food and some veggies in her diet, like she made such amazing changes. Like it really shifted some stuff that was going on in her. Actually, her blood work, she had elevated, I want to say it was like ATCH or ACH, alkaline phosphates. Her alkaline phosphates were raised, and we made some changes with some Chinese herbs and then incorporating some raw food and some veggies, and that actually really helped her, and her blood work actually improved after that. So it's really, I think it's important to kind of get the opinion from your vet, but also tune into your own intuition with things too, right? Because we know our pets best. So I think it's always good to tune into that too, right? Because we always know what's best with them, right? Like if we tune deep into that, I think we can feel like if something's off or not. So there is that. And then yes, Patty, I remember you from Marta's class. I had so much fun. I remember when we partnered up, I tuned into your horse miles that you had, and that was so fun. I still remember that. So and thank you. Darlene, you're so amazing. So, it's funny when you ask, would Raw be okay for Millie? Millie went like this. She's like, no. She says, I don't want that. She says, I like my food cooked. Thank you very much. She's like, I don't want uncooked food. She says, no. My food needs to be cooked. And then, she says she isn't eating regularly because her stomach just feels like, she says she feels like a little like anxious, and she says it's not just like anxious messages, Mom, that she like, it's not that. She says that she just hasn't felt as hungry, like she's not needing as much food, like she's not needing to eat as much because her body is like more regulated now than it was before. So she says that she's not needing to eat as much as she was before, because like what you've been doing has been good. And she's showing me like a little bit, sorry about that. She's showing me add maybe like sometimes a little bit of like warm water in her food. She says that would be something that would help as well if you added a little bit of warm water in her food. She says that would be really helpful. So there is that. And then, okay, I'm trying to jump here because I'm jumping on my Facebook page too. And by the way, like, I am so glad that you all are here with me on a Sunday night. Like, this is so much fun. There's nothing that gives me, like makes my heart just flutter with like happiness than being able to deliver messages from people's pets and to be able to help give insight for people from their pet. I mean, there's nothing that just like brightens my day more than to be able to do that. So thank you for joining me here. And then we have Patricia here. Hi, Trisha. It's so good to see you. And she says, is Cypress bonding with me, and how's Cypress feeling now that now that he's alone, because the other horse that was with him passed away. Cypress says that yes, I'm bonding with mom more, but he says that you need to keep up with that routine that you have with him. And he's showing me an apple. There's something with like an apple. He says he wants you to like bat the apple. He's showing me like playing with like an apple, like a swinging like kind of apple. He's like swing, 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 and the apple goes. And then he wants to eat like some red apple too. He's showing me a red apple. And he says mom and I are we're getting through this together, and it's hard because we really miss Cheyenne, but we're getting through this together, and that's what we're doing. And he says we play often, and he says like those fun things that you do like really keep him going. And he says that he wants to see Snowy more. So he's showing me your dog Snowy, that he says he wants to see her more. And he says to tell Yellow Cat to stop tormenting me, because he's showing me that Yellow Cat is like walking back and forth in front of him, and he's like, stop it, Yellow Cat, just because you can go where you want to go, like I'm like, in here. He's like, come on, Yellow Cat. He says knock it off. So he says that he wants to like play more with that ball that you got him like outside his like little area. He's like, I know there's some mud and stuff going around, but he says he wants to play. He says he's like, I want to play a little more. He's like, it's okay if we get dirty. He says that it's fun to break out of things and get a little dirty sometimes, right? That's okay to let go and play in the mud. And he makes me think like years ago. So years ago, I was married when I was in my 20s, and I had this dog, Rex, and he was so amazing. And one night it was like we were out, and it just made me think of the story. We were out in the middle of the night, and my ex-husband, he was kind of like a stick in the mud. He didn't want to like have fun or anything. He's just like too serious, and then there's like free-spirited me that like wants to have fun. Like I want to be like a kid sometimes. Like I don't, care what other people think. And, you gotta like have fun sometimes, right? And so anyway, we were out there. It was probably like, we were out in our backyard, probably like, oh gosh, like 2 or 3 in the morning. He had to go to the bathroom, and I let him out, and I was out there with him, and he decided to just like run around in the yard, right? And there was like all this mud in the yard, and we were out there, like I probably was out there with him maybe like 20 minutes, all running around in my pajamas with him in the mud, and it was so much fun. And I know my ex-husband thought that like that was absolutely crazy, because he would he wouldn't do anything like that. And we have to like have fun with life sometimes, right? We can't just like kind of be like all like stuck and not free, right? We have to like let that play and let that fun out, right? Like that's what life is all about. It's fun. So that was a really fun a really fun experience that we had. And so just a reminder to have some fun, right? Because we need to do that. We need to experience and embrace more fun, right? So yes, embrace more fun. Oh, yay! And I see somebody from YouTube on here. Hi Tamara. And then I see Irene on here. Hi Irene. And then let's see here. So and then I see some other questions on here that I'm going to jump back to on Facebook here. And so so Irene says, are my dogs upset that I am sad? Do they understand why? So yes. So your dogs say that I definitely feel like, yes, they know why you're sad, and I feel like they want to like give you a hug like this, that they just want to curl up and cuddle up with you, and they just say, we just want to give you love. They show me like that they're snuggled up in a blanket with you, that they just want to give love, and they want to show that love to you. They said that they want to give you warmth, and they say that they know why you're sad, because it's just things that are going on, and they said there's like a loss that happened, and then they're sad about that loss as well, and that they just say, like, let's go find some joy, mom, even though it's hard right now. They said, let's go find some joy, and let's go blow some bubbles and have some fun. They want you to go and blow some bubbles and have some fun. They said, let's do that. Let's do that. That's what they want. They say, let's blow some bubbles and have some fun. And I'm sending you all so much love, Irene. So much love. And they said that, like, that love is like it just burst everybody's hearts, because it was a huge this person, the loss was a huge heart, and it's just huge huge love that they're missing from this loss, and they just want to give you that love, and you're most welcome. And I'm just sending you all so much love, sending you all so much love. And then I have Janice on here, that she says, wait here, let's see here. I'm trying to get all in order here. Yellow cat does do that. That yellow cat sure is funny, Patricia. Oh my goodness. Oh, and thank you, Chalet. Thank you. And then let's see here. Oh, and thank you, Patty, with that. Yes, he likes the trails, but he says to do like more of the easy trails. He says he likes more of like the straight trails that are like really wide. He says he likes the wider trails. He says he likes the wider trails. And he showed me like on these trails, there's like tire marks on the trail. So I don't know if it was like tractors or something that went on these trails, but he showed me like a wide trail. And then we have Janice here that says, anything from my horses, Bailey or Cowboy. So I feel like this is Bailey, and it might be a little bit of Cowboy too. Bailey is showing me like white flowers, kind of like these, I want to say like jasmine flowers or cherry blossoms, that Bailey likes to smell the white flowers and likes to eat like puffy white flowers. That's what Bailey is showing me, like flowers, white flowers, which is really strange. But I always say everything I pick up on, because even if it doesn't make sense right now, or it doesn't make sense to me, something might click either right now or maybe tomorrow or the next day. You might be like, oh, that's what she was talking about, right? So I always like to share everything that I pick up on. So there is that. Oh, thank you so much, Patricia. That means so much to me. This is like, oh, I just love this. And then Cowboy says, giddy up. Like Cowboy likes it when people wear cowboy hats. Cowboys, which is funny, right? Name Cowboy, right? And it likes cowboy hats. Cowboy saying, I like it when people wear like cowboy hats. I really like that, like cowboy hats and hats like that. I really love the cowboy hats. And then I have a question here from Tamara, and thanks everybody for being so patient as I kind of like jump back and forth here. And hi, Gidget, good to see you. This is like so like fun. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna start to do this like once a week. I'm not sure what day I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna start to do like these like kind of just mini readings like once a week for probably maybe like about like 45 minutes or an hour here. So just definitely stay tuned for that. But I have another question here. I have Tamara. I want to know what butterflies want to tell me. I always see an orange one and a baby yellow one. Oh my gosh. So, oh, Tamara, butterflies are so amazing. I have, well, let's just say I have a little obsession with butterflies. I love butterflies so much. Probably like in every room of where I live. Actually, no, literally in every room of where I live, there is something that is a butterfly of some sort, like be it like something hanging on the wall or like a, you know, a decoration or something. I love butterflies. Oh, and you're so welcome, Janice. You're so welcome. I love butterflies so much. They're so amazing. So I feel like what I pick up on from those butterflies from you is like, I feel like I'm right here. Like, I don't know if you can see my arms, but they want you to go like this. The butterflies are telling you to like fly more, let your arms out and expand more. They're wanting you to expand more, and then also to, I feel like they're wanting you to do more movement with your arms. So like something like this. So if it's like, you know, skiing or riding a bike or something like that, the butterflies are like, open up more, bring more movement to your arms is what I'm picking up. And they want to also show you beauty, and they're sending you beauty as well. And that's one thing that they want to give you, and that they're giving you, which I think is so beautiful. Like butterflies, oh, they're just, oh, they are like probably my favorite. So, and oh, that's really sweet, Gidget. That, I know our fur babies are so amazing, aren't they? They are just like the best, right? And speaking of butterflies, so I'm gonna like kneel down. I want to show you something. So I have this kitten that I wasn't planning to get. He's probably about 6 months old, but my friend that I got him from, she's like, oh, I just, you know, saw something with this kitten for you. And it is because, I'll show you, because he has his name is Mojo. So you can see he has little like butterfly markings on his face there, and even like right here on his chest, he opens up kind of, he's like, don't do that, mama. He opens up kind of like a butterfly. So he's got like little butterfly mouth, which I just which I love. Right when I saw him, I was like, oh boy, that's, oh goodness. I was like not expecting to get another cat, but sometimes that happens, right? You just don't expect it, and that's when the magic happens, right? It just is like, hey, here it is. Oh, and hi, Swami. It's so good to see you. Oh my goodness, and thank you so much. So, yeah. So it's just he came into my life, and I just knew I was connected to him, and I just felt that pull to him. So I had to get him, and it's so cool because he loves my oh, thank you, Irene. He loves my 2 dogs, Nugget and Cool Up, and it's just, I've always kind of had a trio, because for years I had my yellow lab mix Luna, and then I had my flame point Siamese mix Leo, and then I had my solid black cat Linus. And what's really interesting is they passed 2 years apart from each other. So Linus died in 2015 in December, and then Luna died in March of 2017, and then Leo died in December of 2019, and it was like 2 years, 2 years, 2 years. It was just, and they were all really bonded and really close, and they were, oh, I just loved them. I just loved them so much. They were such good babies. So now I have my little trio again that I love them all so much. They're so great. And oh, hi, Annette. Thank you so much. I think he's a cutie too. He just, oh, I just love him. And it's interesting because I said if I ever get another kitty again, I want to get a Siamese, because I just love, like, my favorite cats are like Siamese cats, and then solid black cats, because I've had like two solid black cats, and then yeah, and I just loved them. So it was so funny because I was like anticipating, oh, I'll get like another Siamese again, but you just never know. Like, you never know. You may think one thing and it could be like a totally different pet that you end up with, right? So it's really interesting. And then oh yes, I know. That's the only thing I don't like is the cat box. I hear that. That's no fun. If they could just they could just scoop it themselves, right? I do kind of get like a little unsolicited help, you could say, with the litter box from Nugget. She likes to have a little bit of kitty roca, which it was just so disgusting. Coolip kind of likes to get in on that a little bit, but definitely my little golden retriever mix loves to get into that kitty roca sometimes. Oh my Lord. So yes. Oh, and I know, and Gidget, you say that you think of your fur babies that cross the Rainbow Bridge, right? I know it's so hard, right? Because we miss them so much because they're such a part of our lives. And a lot of times our pets know us better than the people in our life, right? Because we have that connection and they know us unconditionally, and it's a different thing that we have with our pets, right? They just know, they know so much about us, right? And it's just they're a part of our everyday, right? So it's one thing I like to tell people when they've had a pet that's passed is that connection is always alive within us, right? It's just right? It's just a different kind of tangible. So, we as humans, we like to, see what's in front of us, right? And it's, we, hold on to the things that are like tangible, that we can like pick up with our hands, or that we can see with our eyes. And, when a pet or even a person passes on, right, it's a different kind of tangible. So what I like to tell people, it's the connection that we feel with them after they pass. It's one that we feel with our heart. So like it's a tangible that we feel with our heart, and we can feel that connection. That connection with our heart when we tune into it in our heart, and just kind of close our eyes and tune into it that way, right? It's just a different kind of tangible. It's not one we see with our eyes. It's one that we see and feel with our it's one that we see and feel with our with our hearts, right? So yeah, I know, right, Gidget? I hear that. It's like you always say no more, and then it's like they have a way they want us to share that love again, right? They want us to share that love again. And I actually have a book that I'm actually working on right now. It'll be published here in 2021 sometime, probably within the next few months, that I'm working on, that is about my yellow lab Luna that I had for 12 years. And it's about our connection and how she changed my life. And it talks about her loss and just all the lessons and wisdom that she taught me. So yeah, so if you guys are interested, definitely stay tuned for that, because that'll be out within the next few months here. So keep an eye out for that. And then hi, Annette here. And then I have another question here. Can you connect with my other horse, T? Is he happy, or does he need to share anything or have anything? So your horse T, what I pick up from your horse T is your horse T says, it's all about me. Like, I like things all about me, and I like my one-on-one time, and I need that one-on-one time, and I would love more one-on-one time. That I love that one-on-one time. So bring on some more one-on-one time, because I love it. It's all about me. T says, it's all about me. It's all about me. And I don't like to share sometimes. So that's what I pick up on from T, is like, I don't want to have to share. Like, why should I have to share? I don't need to share all the time. So that's what T says, is just like that more one-on-one time. And then Hi, Annette here. Annette says, any messages from my dog Lily? She has separation anxiety. So what Lily says, oh, and I know that can be such a hard thing when they have that. She says just like some extra cozies, like some extra like blankets, like really help her. So I don't know if she has like, you know, a room that she's in or like a little safe space. She's like nice and cozy. And she says she likes to be like covered on the top. Like she likes to kind of have like covers on the top, that she really likes that helps her. And that she like imagine like the color pink around her too. So when you leave, just imagine like the color pink, like kind of like the color of rose quartz, is swirled around her and like enveloped all through her. That color pink is swirled through her being, and that will help to give her, you know, that like that kind of piece of that love. And then also too, if you get like a piece of rose quartz and you maybe put some rose quartz like in like the main room that she's in, like when you leave, I feel like that would really help her. And then also too, they have, oh gosh, what is it? They have different kinds of like music for pets that can help. So there's this music by oh gosh, I think it's by Pet Acoustics that you can leave on, and it has like the different frequencies that can, you know, really help too. And then also too, aside from the color pink, imagine the color orange around her. So the color orange, what that is that's the color of balance, and then that could help you know, bring in, you know, balance and more security. But she says as long as I have like my blankie and blankets, that like really helps. That she likes blankies and blankets, that is like really helpful for her. That she's like, yes, I really need that, like that blankie and those blankets, that those like help me so much. So that's what I get from her. And let's see, I just don't want to miss any of the messages here. And then I have Gidget here says, I had a Cocker Spaniel that was a rescue, and we had an incredible bond. Oh, I know rescues, like I love all animals are great, but like I don't know, I have definitely a soft spot for rescues. I've had quite a few rescues here in my day, and they're so wonderful, right? They're so wonderful. And then it says here, okay, my boyfriend and I don't live in the same house, and his dog Ruby and I are really close. I worry about her. Does she have a message for me, please? Oh my goodness. And you know what's really interesting, Gidget, is Ruby says that she worries about you too. She says that like you guys are like this, like the heart to heart, like you guys are connected, and like when you're apart from each other, she says like, oh, my heart feels sad when I'm not with Gidget. And she says you feel the same way, that like you guys, and it's interesting that you kind of put a sunshine in here. It looks like kind of like a sunburst sunshine, because Gidget says that I am like your sunshine, right? So I am like your sunshine, and that's what I am like, is that I am like your I'm like your sunshine. So yeah, so yeah, she just says like love that she like wants, she likes to just been, you know, she likes that when you come over to your boyfriend's house, so she can like spend time like laying right up against you and like cuddles with you. She says, I love cuddles with her. Cuddles with her is the best. I love to cuddles with her. She says it's so fun. She says I love to like give her cuddles, and we love to cuddles together, and it's so great. She's like love. And yes, Tamara, I did you're the one with the butterflies. So the butterflies, I don't remember when I did it, but I'm just gonna go over what it recap on it. So the butterflies are to you about like, you know, expansion and movement, because they're showing me like this, that they want you to expand out like this. They said that they help you with like expansion and like being free, and they want you to do movement, like move your arms, like, you know, like run run and jog and run and jog and run and jog and run and jog and just kind of do stuff that's like movement with your arms. They really want you to do like movement with your arms, and they show you beauty is what the butterflies say that they do. And oh, butterflies are so majestic. And it's interesting, that you say that, Gidget, because I definitely feel that she actually says that she, no offense to him, but she says that she actually like feels more connected to you in a way. She's like, I'm a girl's dog, and she says you give her the attention and stuff that she wants, and she says, I just love being with her. She says that's my Gidget. She gets me, and that she loves to be with you more. She says, I love him too, but she says he doesn't always get things, and Gidget gets my needs, and she loves you so much. So you might have that conversation to see. Oh, you're welcome, Tamara. You might have that conversation with him to see maybe if you could watch watch her, maybe if you'd be interested in that, if that were to come to be, because she says, oh, I love her so much. Or maybe she'll bring in, and she is such a beautiful baby, maybe she'll bring in a baby that is just like her too, because she's like, oh, I love them both, but Gidget just gets me so much, and she cuddles with me so much, and I just love her so much. And that's probably like the hardest thing about breaking up with someone, is because sometimes you might like their pet more than them sometimes, right? So I know I've had that experience. So yeah. Oh, that's and your Hugo would well be lonely if that's oh, that seems like they like each other too. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And you are so welcome, Annette. You're welcome. And right here, and let's see, I'm just trying to throw through the questions, and then I have a message from, okay, I have a message from Kate. Hi, Kate. I'm glad you could tune in too. I would love to receive any message from Diesel as he passed a few weeks ago. And you're most welcome, Gidget. And what I pick up on from oh my gosh, I'm going to try to not cry, is what I pick up from Diesel is he says so many tears, they have so many tears, but he says they're because there's so much love, and and everybody misses me so much, and I miss being with somebody. He says my love is like and he says like you're working with healing, that you're helping people, and it's and he says there's so many tears because there's so much love for him. And he says he's like waterfalls. He says his like energy is like waterfalls of love, is that he sends you all waterfalls of love. And he says he was just like a fountain of love. And he shows me like how he liked to like drink water from things, like he says like water like falling down, and he says that he just sends you waterfalls of love. And he says this is gonna like be really weird for me to do this on camera, but I'm gonna do it. Is he's showing me like this. He's like, he says like, I want to lick everybody's tears away. He says I've come and licked your tears away. He says I've come and done this, and I've come and licked your tears away. He says I've come and licked your tears away. And he says I try to help my friend that I left behind, my friend. And he just says like, I was a big like happy boy, how like, and he's bringing the analogy of like water and like waterfalls and water slides. He's like, I'm like water rushing through, like I give, so much love that like swishes through. So if you feel like a kind of like, it's gonna sound like it's gonna sound really weird, but I'm gonna like say it anyway. So like, you know how if you go outside and you might like your sock might get wet, or you might feel like water kind of like in the bottom of your foot or something like that. He like sends you like squishy water. So whatever that means, I know that sounds really weird. He says he sends you squishy water, and he just says I was like a big squishy love, like a big squishy love that I just like squish love, like squish love, squish love, squish love. And then he says that, and I'm sending you all so much love, because I know, like, oh my gosh, that's such a hard thing to go through. And he wants you to get like a fountain that symbolizes him. Like he's showing me like a little like water fountain, or like a little like fountain that he wants you to get. And he showed me like to put like, you know, coins and rocks with this water fountain. And he just said he was like overjoyed to be in the life with you all, and that he was so happy to be able to be, that he got to be in this life with his people. And he just sends so much love. So yeah, and he just says like he comes like right here too. Like I feel like this is like he's come to all of you like right here, kind of like on your chest, like you kind of felt him maybe when you've like been asleep or when you're waking up. And he says he goes and he lays by his one friend that is there, that he lays by his other fur friend, that he goes and gives them love to, and that he just sends you so much love. And like the significance of water, so if you feel like, you know, water drop on you or something like that, there's something like water and him like wiping your tears away. And I'm just sending you guys all so much love, because I know that's so hard, you know, with the passing of your sweet squishy Diesel. He says sweet squishy Diesel. He says that was me. And oh yeah, that's such a hard thing, right? Oh my goodness. And I just sending you so much love. And I'm so glad that all of you got to tune in, and that you spent part of your Sunday evening here with me. And thanks for bearing with me too with any of the technical difficulties that I had here as I was doing StreamYard. This is like my first time like doing a Facebook Live with StreamYard, and it was like really fun to be able to do that. I like that it can stream in multiple places at once. So like I said, I'm definitely going to plan to do this like once a week. So stay tuned for that. I'll do another post about it. And then also too, like if you want a more in-depth animal communication session with one of the pets in your life that is, you know, still with you now or has passed, you can message me here on my my Facebook business page or on my personal page if you're on here, or you can email me at shauna@natureskeeper.info. And my website is natureskeeper.info if you are interested in more of an in-depth animal communication session. Or if you don't, you know, follow me, I have a YouTube channel under Shauna Marie Fisher, and then Instagram under Shauna Marie Fisher, and then here on Facebook under Shauna Marie Fisher / Nature's Keeper. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate that, and it was fun to oh, and that's funny to hear, Annette, about your girl. Oh my goodness, your sweet girl. So I'm sending you all so much love, and thank you again so much for tuning in, and much love to you all. Bye for now.